Let's try to stay on as many boards as possible.
Let's try to get through all of them. All right, here
Right.
we go.
I suggest two boards or
Two
three
boards.
boards. Yeah.
So you're putting a limit on
And very,
putting me on a limit.
but we could pick up one of the bottom boards as long as it's just or three or four or something like that.
And welcome everyone to the Mechanics Institute on this glorious Sunday afternoon. My name is Abel Talamantes, chess director at the Mechanics Institute, and joining me on the broadcast today is Grandmaster Nick DeFermian and FIDE Master Paul Whitehead. We are here for the annual Ray Shutt, Steve Brandwein, Jay Whitehead Memorial Blitz tournament. 12 rounds of game in 3+2. Usually we'd have this tournament at the Mechanics Institute, and traditionally it's completely free. Ray Shutt, the family of Ray Shutt, brings a bunch of books, and Mechanics, the Institute has a bunch of books that they would give out as prizes at the end of it. Have strong players participating in this event always. But since the Institute is not yet open, we're running this one online as we did last year, so we're really excited about it. How's it going, guys?
Good.
We have 39 registered so far. We imagine we're going to get to well over 50 by the time it starts. We got Masters in there. Elliott Winslow has joined. A lot of Mechanics regular players. Actually, it's 47 players right now, so we'll probably hit 60, perhaps even more. And 1.5 minutes before start time, and
Who else is on the roster?
we have F Pawn on the roster. Elliott Winslow, National Master Michael Wang. He is playing also. Dmitry Vaintrub is playing. Jules Jelinek is.
Well, okay, so we've got some. We've definitely.
Yeah,
I suggest we
got
keep an eye
players.
on the Bulls game for
We
sure.
we got players playing, and a lot of the Mechanics regulars we know from the TNM. Christian Clemens, Cal McCarty Sneed is playing. A bunch of players. Stuart Katz. I mean, the list goes on and on of like the Mechanics
Fantastic.
regulars. So, a lot of Scholastic players also dipping their toe in the water of this open section Blitz Memorial. So, a lot going on. I may need to approve some players.
We got any? We've got. Do we have Shriram playing? At
He's
all?
not. He's playing. He's playing like a big rated tournament online somewhere else because he was mentioning that yesterday. So that's too bad because he would be a perfect fit for this. And just say welcome
Well,
everyone.
I think I'm voting to keep an eye closely on F Pawn, Winslow, and of course Jelinek.
Yes.
Jules
yes.
Jelinek.
Jelinek is a very exciting player, without a doubt, and then we have the strength there in Winslow and
Well,
F Pawn.
the games are underway, so
Excellent.
we're gonna follow the top boards. It has been requested of me to because of the nature of the time control G3+2 to focus. We're gonna keep the focus on the top because it's just so hard to go through the rest. But you know what? Let's start right here on this board. Mark Drury is playing white against Jules Jelinek, who is twist and squeeze.
Twist and squeeze.
Twist and squeeze.
Well, here we've got this famous kind of structure.
Birds opening.
Birds opening, yeah. This is very conservative for twist and squeeze, I must say.
It's not living up to the name.
Well, I mean, starting out slow, I expect to see
Well,
some real
maybe because it's 12 rounds, he's trying to warm up.
pace himself. Yeah.
It,
Well, also, he takes it seriously. There's no doubt about it. So,
Traditionally, he would run our Wednesday night Blitz tournaments at the Mechanics live. And
and white is bird or bust. That's a very weak move, I think, that black just played.
and just gonna check on a couple of other games as we go through the round. Here's F Pawn, Michael F Pawn Eigner playing GM Diwakar, who's actually a strong player. Actually, he's rated 1755. So 12 rounds in all. We do have 50 players registered.
Well, 1755 is good, but not quite up to
It's not.
Mr. F. Pawn's senior master
It's not F Pawn
rating.
good.
No.
And look at this position. National Master Michael Wang completely going after white here. And Michael Wang's playing Gilbert Amparo.
This is not easy, though.
Looks like white should be able to lock up that king side for a bit.
Yeah, maybe this is a little better for white, huh?
So let's stay on Jules's game and see how that all ends up playing out. Looks like head to the end game.
Okay. And yeah, black has problems here, or should, I think.
Yeah, those isolated pawns on the queen side. Any ending's bad, so
White's a pretty good player, bird or bust.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I've actually known him since I was like 13, which says a lot because I'm
What's his name again?
Mark Drury.
Mark Jury, yeah, sure. And this is Jelinek, can't stay still, but that's probably a good move, G5.
Jules can't stay still, Jelinek. And we got Kalen Melville and Clarence Lehman playing, Akko Hidari, Adam
Maybe
Mercado.
H4 for white here.
And give a shout out to our very own Judith Stare, who is multitasking right now because she's managing the emails for this event and a kids event that's also going on simultaneously right now. So
Wow, how about that?
she is in the back room working her magic as always.
So Jelinek here. Oh, look at the 4 rooks in the middle of the board. Perfect.
That's pretty cool.
That's so beautiful. Absolutely brilliant structure there. I don't think I've ever seen that, Nick.
Aesthetics.
Rook d5.
can you just trade everything?
Yeah, that's got to be okay. Oh, and white's got the outside pass pawn.
Yes, trade on d4, and if you get all the rooks off, maybe you're just getting
An outside pass h pawn, but then what? Can you get
okay,
in?
because you get a pass a pawn and a pass h pawn, so he can't take with the pawn. Oh,
Really? Okay.
trade the rooks and pawn to b4, and after pawn a takes b4, pawn to h4.
Oh yeah, look at that. Fantastic. So what if black takes with the e pawn?
Same thing.
Same thing. Look at that. Brilliant. White's playing win with 2 passed a pawn and h pawn.
But he's got
Low on
18
time,
seconds.
though.
Oh,
Low
he does it.
It
And
wins.
does he find b4?
Pawn to b4. What a brilliant move.
Well, that's pretty good too. King up. on to c5.
He's missing. Is he missing king?
Jules is losing. Gotta
Yeah.
try king c6.
And maybe Jules is looking at that decoyed F pawn as, oh, it's not enough, huh?
So White's winning with traditional means here.
Or how's this turning out? Still a win?
He still gets the last pawn. All right. It's close. Okay, d4
No, they
moves,
both queen.
and they both queen.
They both queen.
Now Jules
escaped
dodged
by
the bullet there.
Got away.
Escaped by a miracle.
Got away with it. F pawn gets it done in his game. Jules offers
And
a
White,
draw.
yeah, White missed a win earlier with king c4. Could have shouldered the king out. Well, this is ridiculous now.
Yeah, I don't know what Mark is trying. This is going to end up a draw. Let's go to this other game that's still going in the round here. And they did draw. Michael Wang here with black.
Hard to win this one.
Oh, this is a close game. Close on time, too.
Yep, and Austin Mai in the chat was following that game.
Some exciting chess here.
Yeah, it's heart-stopping chess. Whatever the position looks like, everyone's going to be running out of time. And
Yeah. Well, the players should probably call this one a draw. Although anybody can play for the loss anytime they feel like it.
Anytime. Right. That is correct.
Keep those double rook ending. Yeah.
And this is Cal McCarty Sneed playing black. He's playing Aditya Cheetah.
Well, Callahan's got it in the bag.
In the bag.
Being a queen up.
What other games are going here? About this one. This is Annika Rajaram. She's going to get it done. It looks like Michael Wang's game is the one that's sort of closed. Hey, F-Pawn. F-Pawn's in the chat. Thanks for playing.
Good afternoon, F-Pawn. Well, like we were saying, this looks like it should be a draw.
And as this first round winds down and everything winds down, Nick, did you know Ray Shutt?
I didn't. He had died by the time I started working at the Mechanics.
Probably
John Donaldson knew him.
Yeah, I said John Donaldson knew him well. His family very generous. They often supplied the the prize pool and supporting the event.
This was originally the Ray Shutt Memorial and the Brandwein. It became the memorial tournament for my brother Jay and for Steve Brandwein.
But Ray's brother Bill Shutt would come every year, and he'd come on BART from the East Bay, and he'd bring these cases of food. And he'd take him a couple of trips, to bring. So everyone would get free food during the tournament.
Free food, and I remember the one year I was there where it was live. Brought food, books, and the cold hard cash. That was the prize pool.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of fun. There we go. We did the event virtual last year, as we're doing it this year. This game will be a draw. Tough draw there. And the way it works here, as soon as the last game in the round ends, the next round starts right away.
Oh, very cool. So the games,
It's
so they're staggered a little bit.
well, yeah, it's gonna be like a
Right.
rolling game, and the next round is underway. And top board, we have Infinity Point, who is I think Lyndon Lee, who's a national master,
Okay.
high chess.com rating, playing Juan Sendejas.
Oh, Juan is there.
Yep.
Excellent. Juan.
We miss you, Juan.
And I'm just going to pull up some other games that we can follow. Some good matchups. There's let me go back to Juan's game, but Annika Rajaram's playing Austin Mai, which will be fun. Akko Hidari is playing Dmitry Weintraub.
Okay.
So, but let's follow Juan Sendejas. That's kind of awesome. He's
Look at this, a
jumped in.
hyper aggressive G5 move. I would never even have considered that move.
And F-Pon was in the chat saying in the 90s he played a tournament with Ray Shutt.
Right. Just one of those players whose time completely, like he and I were two ships passing in the night,
And was he a club player, or was he more mechanics? Was he involved in the club per se?
This I have no idea.
From what I've read, he was more just a club. Played at the club a lot. Loved the club. Was a part of the club.
It wasn't so much a Bay Area chess player or.
Oh no, I don't think that. As opposed to like some of the other people that were like, part of the chess community in terms of editing one of the chess newsletters that were going around, or
like I said, I know almost nothing about Ray Shutt except for that this tournament is named after him.
Steve Brandwein, however,
of
worked at
course
the
he did.
Mechanics Institute.
Steve Brandwein, look at this, sacrifices both ways. Yes, Steve Brandwein was my successor as the chess coordinator at the Mechanics, and had recommended me for the job. So I owe my position here largely to Steve and to John Donaldson, who hired me and the Mechanics.
And I was actually interested. I was fascinated to hear the history that Steve Brandwein had. That was it went deeper than him being the chess coordinator in terms of how strong a player he was, and is it playing Bobby Fischer and.
Yeah, Steve was part of the New York crowd, but he moved to California in the probably late 70s. West Coast, became a West Coast person. He lived for a while in Seattle as well, and very, very strong Blitz player. Particularly, he was a 2400 player back in the early 60s, and there's a great biography, not a biography, but a remembrance of Steve that I emailed. It's by Jeremy Silman, and it's on the chess.com. And Juan is getting a little bit of counterplay here, but
needs a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that other pawn looks like it's going to be racing down the line there.
What
Well, this is actually
do?
Yeah. There's this horrible A pawn coming down the road here. Ah.
Oh, he made it himself.
Uh, uh,
Tough one
that
there.
was
Tough one.
probably merciful.
Yeah.
Checking on Austin Mai, who is Titan chess, playing black against Annika Rajaram.
So what's going on? Even material, two bishops. Austin's got a little edge. A minute more on the clock.
Yeah. If I was white, I think I would have traded queens. Black might have some serious chances, more serious chances with the queens. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Still much better for black, obviously.
And just want to jump to this game because it's a good matchup. It's Frank James Marshall who pulled off probably the win of the match against Zurich yesterday. Playing Slow Cynical Quip, who's Sean Kelly, a student of Josiah Stearman.
Well, white's close to lost here. That protected pass pawn on e4 is just a monster.
And then over to this game. Oops, sorry. Dmitry.
Never give up on Frank Marshall.
as we
That's
saw
true.
yesterday. As we saw yesterday. Akko Hidari against Dmitry Weintraub.
Akko, nice dynamic position. I think we know Dmitry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's the person I'm thinking, when we did the little socials with the professionals, I think he came down.
Well, Akko is winning here. I mean, I think black is so strong in this position. It's just
F2 is going.
Yeah, look at this. It's funny how a bad bishop can be a good bishop.
Oh, why did you let him? Why not just pick on F2? Akko.
Yeah.
Akko, you
Yeah, just
win a pawn, but what's a pawn among friends?
This is winning a pawn too, but maybe it. And white black had missed another chance to win a pawn. It's weird. He's such a powerful positional advantage here, though. I think I would have tried bishop e2 and bishop f3.
Is this like drawn beyond all recognition here?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
wow.
I don't. Akko, I mean, black is definitely misplaying it, but.
Look at this one with Austin and looks like that passed pawn's gonna tell the tale right there.
Hard to stop.
Yeah.
Yep. And Sean Kelly did get the win against Frank James Marshall. Back to Akko's game. And they drew. They drew by repetition.
Very lucky for Akko's opponent, who was lost, I think, throughout much of that endgame.
Elliott Winslow is losing here to Glenn Kaplan.
Wow, that's an upset.
Oh, he's got 6 seconds. He has to move.
And an extra, white has an extra piece.
And actually, white needs to watch out that they don't repeat by accident. Because I think that's one of the dangers here for Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, white has to do something eventually. One thing would be, getting the king around to attack these pawns.
And there it is. Glenn Kaplan pulls off the upset of Elliott Winslow right here. One game.
I don't understand why Elliott doesn't move.
Yeah.
And this is the last game of the round.
Well, I mean, we have a chance to show them what's up during the arenas. And
yeah.
Look how that goes.
And this is, I believe, Michael Ho is playing white against Bryce Ye.
King e6 did nothing. It's so confusing to play chess. Black
Ooh.
has really fouled this
Oh.
up, huh? Or did he? No.
What?
I think that was a miss.
Oh,
That was a straight up blunder, right? Like
yeah, that was a straight up.
meant
That
to
was a
meant
straight
to
up
go
crazy.
E1, right?
Yeah, rookie one.
If he went rook E1, would that have been even or?
Uh, Black would win the G3 pawn, and
Yeah.
then yeah, I don't know.
All right.
It's going by too fast.
It's too fast for us.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got the matchups. Let's follow the action. Let me pull up some games we'll
How
follow.
did Jelinek do in his second game?
I'll have to look that up, but let me find his game, actually. There we go.
And Little Pink Corvette's playing good.
That's right. So here we have Austin Mai against Callaghan McCarty Sneed,
With a Hungarian defense.
the Hungarian. And actually, let me pull up a window here where we can get the scoreboard also. Let's see. So we'll stay on this game while I
This is Austin Mai versus
Cal McCarty Sneed.
right?
I'm sorry, this must have been an Evans Gambit because there's no B pawn.
Yeah. Black has played this well. To me, this looks like Black is a clear pawn up. But
Yes. Ooh, knight A5. A whole
I don't know in my opening theory, but I do know that some positions look a certain way. Yeah, Queen B3 is silly. Knight A5.
Yeah. Oh, Queen sacrifice.
I see. Yeah. What else does White have? Probably the right move.
Maybe in Blitz. Yes, we've
Yeah.
seen funny things happen.
Yeah. This is the thing to do. Very cool. Oh, so Austin is in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Let's move on.
He's all, you only live once. Yeah, this tournament is not rated. And he's based.
Still, there are other games.
Oh yeah, says the person. Let's stick with one game.
Yeah.
Wow,
Sorry,
look at this.
Abel.
Look at this. This is
See,
yeah.
don't put my finger on the button. You know what I do.
This is Rohan Rajaram, Ninja Trick, playing Lyndon Lee, Infinity Point.
Oh, and that's a piece.
Yeah. Rook F4, Bishop H6.
Rook F5, Bishop D2, Rook F3.
Wow.
Oh, White survives.
Well, we wanted Jules Jelinek.
2 pawns down.
Jules Jelinek action. Here it is. He is black.
Wins back the piece, but 2 pawns down at the end of it. So.
He's playing
this
Christina
is
Madrid.
This is our Jelinek.
Right.
Wild position.
Black looks good here, though. You got to hand it to him.
I think so. Maybe pawn to H4. Just open that king side.
Rip him open like a can of tomatoes,
Can
right?
of tomatoes. Wow, look at this. Back to this game here. Austin Mai and Cal McCarty Sneed.
Queen H7 is slow. What the heck? Oh, so White found some way to hold on to a piece? Oh, I see. This is the other game.
Oh, this
Wow.
is
Callahan is breaking through. Huh.
It's nice to see his rating over 2,000.
Yeah, look at this. Dr. Banner, Queen F4 check is huge coming up.
And for him, maybe that's his wheelhouse, playing the Blitz.
He's about to take a very large scalp here.
Yeah, that would be huge because Austin Mai is quite the talented blitz player for sure.
Yeah.
And
Black has an automatic attack here.
Yeah, but this, like, hey, in Blitz, this game isn't over.
Right. Rookie
Winning for
6.
Black, but
How about rookie 6?
all right.
Even just trading down probably is going to be disheartening for White.
Mike Walder in the chat. Yep, rookie 6, like you said. Dimitri Vaintra beats Little Pink Corvette.
I think White's on the, and Dr. Banner is really, he's turning into the Incredible Hulk here before our very eyes.
The Credible Hulk.
The Credible Hulk.
The Credible Hulk.
Yeah, White's probably gonna somehow find a way to drop a piece. Yeah.
And here's Christian Clemens. He is playing Bryce Ye. Very locked up here.
Yeah, although Black has a little something.
I think Black can at least play on them.
Sure.
Why not, right?
With G5 coming up. Our players are on the verge of making huge strides. I've noticed that. They've all gotten stronger in the last year.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see like who makes significant breakthroughs over the board. I think there's a lot of mechanic regular players that they're going to hit goals that they've been working on, I think, just because...
Michael Walter is the most obvious example. He's really played a lot into form.
And I think...
But there's also... Yeah.
He would be one that would be salivating for over-the-board, long time control.
Christian Clemens, too.
Dr. Banner got it done. Wow, look at
that. Callahan, huge victory.
Look at that, mate. You'll see it soon.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Wow. Dr. Banner takes a big scalp.
I think something went wrong for Rohan here in his game. This is Sean Kelly. Oh, something went.
Look at this, Rook F2.
So Glenn Kaplan had the upset of Elliott Winslow, but then something went wrong here in his game.
Being down a queen is not good.
It's not, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Only a handful of games left. Mark Drury defeats Stephen Katz. Sean Kelly wins his game. I think this game here is the last game. Christian Clemens. Last game of round 3.
Any perfect scores?
There
must be lots.
Let's take a look. Let me put the... whoops. What happened there?
Oh, now this game has gotten completely blocked up. So...
Yeah, they should make a draw in this one.
Yeah. Let's see here. And I think in the you should see it in the chat. I mean, on the screen, we have 3 perfect scores. Actually, I'm sort of surprised it's only 3. It's
ouch! A checkmate just happened. Christian Clemens.
Oh, wow, look at that. Christian Clemens, opportunist. Incredible.
Oh, Bishop C3 was mate.
Oh, he missed
Oh,
oh my
That's
goodness.
your mating pattern right there. White got so lucky.
Oh, And then in Austin Mai in the chat also there was mate.
Yeah.
And we know Christian follows the chat, so he'll be seeing in horror. And
And I
Judith,
think Christian needs a little bit of tactical training here. This is a problem with players that are older than, 13. We're just not tactically sharp.
but is this winning still?
It's a pawn.
Yeah, if I'm black, I'm happy, but
3 players are going to be going into round 4 with perfect scores. Infinity Point, which is Lyndon Lee, Cal McCarty Sneed, and Sean Kelly. We know a couple of kids there. Kind of surprising, actually, with 50 players going into round 4 with just 3 perfect scores. But
it's a tough little tournament.
yeah,
It's
I don't
really
expect
tough.
that to last very long. There's too many good players. And Christian Clemens needs to watch out because his time is running low.
Who is G4 Knight F6 Bishop G5?
Bryce Yeh.
Oh, okay. He's gotten very lucky in this game. Christian missed a mate in 1.
Yeah, that is luck. F Pawns in the chat saying he's older than 13 and not sharp. Blitz is hard.
With the draw now.
Blitz is hard.
And White's playing for a win for some reason. Probably the time situation.
I think Bryce is one of those players that refuses to believe that he can't get the better of someone.
Oh, Christian goes for it. Stranded out the
Draw
white rook.
Draw by repetition. And we're gonna start round 4, but it won't be long before Christian realizes what happened.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Well, it's only half a point in such a long tournament.
Yep. So, off to the next round.
But it's our job to remind everybody that what they're missing.
Right, you know.
And to be mean.
From afar, right?
From afar, yeah.
Elliott Winslow's playing Christian Clemens in one of the matchups here.
Oh, cool.
Juan Sendejas is playing Kalen Melville. And so let's go to 2 of the undefeateds. Lyndon Lee playing white against Cal McCarty Sneed.
Perfect scores, you mean?
Perfect scores. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Or no, I didn't say that. I don't even want to know what I said then.
And who's Infinity Point again?
Lyndon Lee?
Lyndon Lee. And
He's National Master.
Where does he live?
Yeah, good question. I can actually look that up.
He lives on the internet, yeah.
Lives online.
We want to know the players that come in and rough up our players, right? We're protecting our home turf.
That's right.
Right. We want to know who the wise guys in the neighborhood
It's
are.
like you can beat up on our players, but we got to know where you're from, at least. Right?
Oh, knight on B7, Nick. That's horrible.
well, it's taking pawns, you know. That's
Yeah.
always.
Is white rushing with C5, or is it a good
Well,
move?
I would take on C5 with a pawn and take with that knight on B7.
Yeah, get rid of that knight on B7.
Minnesota. Lyndon Lee.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Austin Mai saying he's determined to play sketchy, hyper-aggressive openings today. Wow, what happened there? Dmitry Vaintrub lost quick. It must have been hung a queen. Hung a queen. You'll see this here. Boom. And that happens in Blitz. That'll definitely happen. Let's
Right.
show this game. F Pawn is taking on Sean Kelly. Sean Kelly being one of the other undefeateds.
Chess Mom of Chess Kid says he's Alice Lee's brother.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, White's got a great F-Pawn's got one of his classic attacks going here.
Yeah, should be good.
Should be very good for White. I just played G5 here.
And,
Break him up.
so we have national master siblings in Minnesota there between Alice Lee and Lyndon Lee.
Wow. I wonder what the secret is.
And I put in the chat good training partners, but maybe not. I mean, they might be sick of playing each other and they just look forward to playing other people.
I mean, doesn't Wesley So live in Minnesota too, out there?
Or used to, right? Isn't he in
Yeah.
St. Louis?
I don't know. But all I know is it's cold there during the time.
Well, if you thought of writing a book or an article about losing the queen, I mean, we're seeing more of that. And, every time I think queen on queen, will they notice?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like
no, I haven't written that article.
Not yet. And this is Michael Wang playing Adve Bonsol, who strong, almost expert player, scholastic player.
Black is winning this. Look at that B pawn. It's a monster.
Yeah. Wow, look at that bishop. Tough.
This is so horrible.
Let's take a look at Elliott Winslow against Christian Clemens. And
Other kind of Benoni.
Mike Walder in the chat. Dan Durham did that against him from the previous game. I'm assuming he was saying.
Did what?
I got that passer, and then it's locked up with the bishop.
Oh, he hung the queen.
Oh, hanging the queen. Oh, jeez. I've done that so many.
Black looks good here. Queen G7 maybe. Put the queen on the uber long diagonal.
Yeah, a little nicer for black, certainly. But hard to break through.
And here we have some unbeatens. Lyndon Lee, Cal McCarty Sneed.
Wow, Callahan holding tough, huh, Nick?
Yeah, looks like it's even. Bishops of opposite color.
Wow. Callahan. I mean, that opening was dodgy and sketchy and dodgy and sketchy. And sketchy and dodgy.
That doesn't sound optimal. Look at this position with F-Pawn and Sean Kelly.
Oh, well, that's over.
Yeah, F-Pawn is just cleaning up here.
Although
there's the blockade problem, right?
But he'll play H4. Oh, he didn't play H4, so you had a chance to go King G7, but now you
King G7, King G6, right?
Yeah, and it would have been maybe a draw.
Now White gets in through the back.
Yeah.
That just,
oh, incredible. Yeah. Slow, cynical quip. Missed a chance to draw this. F-Pawn's got this one in the bag.
He's bagged it. He has bagged it. And now back to this game here.
Wow, Callahan.
Snatching a pawn. He's really playing well.
He's really playing well. And the threat was actually knight after bishop e1, knight d4 was mate, Nick. Isn't that incredible?
Juan
The threat was,
Sendejas beats Kalen Melville.
oh, black messed this up, I think. Well, he's going to still be a pawn ahead.
Yeah, but it's a draw.
That's a very unusual mating position. What's wrong with bishop h5? Is White worried about losing the knight on e2 or something?
Knight d2 check and win the e pawn. Oh, but that was bad because now he saved the h pawn.
Yeah, White over finessed the
Oh, but
position.
why this check? h4, I guess. We'll still save it.
Black's got bishop d2. Well, maybe not.
Knight f4.
Knight gets out now.
Knight e2 would be a good defensive move. One bishop of opposite color.
Yeah.
Well, look at this position between Elliott and Christian Clemens.
Callahan is really showing some chess here.
All the bishops on the board still.
Should be a win for Black, I would think. 2 pawns up and a bishop ending.
So going back to this other game, let's see the ending of the two unbeatens. 2 of the 3 unbeatens. Actually, they're the only 2 unbeatens now because Sean Kelly lost to F-Pawn.
Oops. That didn't do it. This one's headed towards a draw.
Oh, he blundered the pawn.
Yeah, so they're just playing by inertia.
Which means that anything could happen.
Yeah. Oh, now the e pawn is running.
Can White actually win the Black Knight?
No, I mean this is a draw.
This is going to... we might be...
All Black has to do is not lose his knight for nothing.
We're going to be here another 5 minutes.
Oh, look at this. The White King is tethered to the knight.
Can you imagine if White wins this? You have to...
Can you imagine if Black wins it?
The knight and bishop prohibit the king from moving, and then...
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this has been
there's
a game of...
If this is a draw, then there's going to be no more unbeatens.
After 3 rounds, that's quick.
Well, this will be after 4 rounds. Yeah, 4 rounds with 50 players, no unbeatens.
I think it shows that the field is pretty even.
Yeah.
Not even, but just it's tough. It's...
There we go.
Ah, good. Okay.
There we have it. Off to round 5. Oh wow, there's still 1 game going on? Wow, look at this. There's still 1 other game going on in the round.
Queen versus Queen or something?
Queen versus Queen Knight Bishop.
Oh wow. Okay, Black should win this easily, huh? This has got to be a completely easy win.
Oh, need to go Queen G4, mate.
There we go.
mate in one. Yeah, missed mate in one.
I got it.
They're going for the style points. All right.
Chess B on TikTok.
Yeah. You know, the screen names, you know, what can you do? All right.
Oh, we have a great
Dr.
matchup.
Banner versus F Pawn.
So
And has Jelinek kind of fallen? We haven't heard much from Jelinek. Is
yeah,
he still?
let's see where he's at with the standings. Twist and squeeze. He's at 2.5 out of 4.
Okay, so he's a little bit out of practice, maybe.
2.5 out of 4. And what I'll do is, there you have the current standings right now. So Bryce is we have 3, 4, 5 players at 3.5, including Bryce Ye, Lyndon Lee, Michael F. Pon Eigner, Cal McCarty Sneed, and KRG Chess, which I believe is I want to say Crichton. Is that right?
Wow, we could leave that little thing up and see is that live, that
Yeah.
that little thing put up there? That's
Yep.
very cool.
Yep.
So Winslow is in the lead now with 4 out of 5. He must have won a quick game or something.
He won. Yeah, let's take a look at it. What happened here?
What was that a mouse slip that the king went to F8 instead of castles?
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
resigned. Black resigned.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
knight F7.
Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah, tough one. So he jumped in the lead by virtue of that. But look at this game. We have F-Pawn against Dr. Banner.
Sure to be chills and spills and thrills.
What's happening? Oh, he didn't go on to A4. He wants to Spain. Which
F pawn is
good.
F pawn is on point. You know.
And it looks like Austin Mai's opponent fell into an opening trap. So congrats to him.
Oh, Dr. Banner, that was not
Oof.
great.
Ouch.
Yeah, F pawn is all over this.
Wow, and look at this game between Juan Sendejas and Sean Kelly. Juan playing some attacking chess here.
Yeah.
That white queen is pretty far away over there.
Wow, Queen H3 is the threat. Oh, maybe that was played a little too quickly. The players are just blitzing out the moves. Oh, this is Blitz. That's right.
Hence the blitz.
White can't play rook takes G8 and bishop H3 because rook takes G8 is check.
And F pawn gets that win against Sean Kelly.
Against Callahan.
Oh yes, against Callahan.
You know, White looks like he's in seriously lost here. Juan is on his way to a crushing victory here. that should be resign from Cynical Quip.
Look, it's just like everything is just pinned.
Any end game is won.
By
So I can just
somebody.
start trading every single piece over there with an easy winning game.
Oh!
Oop.
Yep. Outstanding win by Juan Sendejas against a strong opponent in Sean Kelly. So,
Yeah.
congrats. Wow, look at this game. This is Jules Jelinek and Akko Hidari.
Oh, that's a good matchup.
That's a classic mechanics, like
That's
Tuesday night matchup.
That's Wednesday night matchup.
Yeah, that's a Wednesday night matchup.
During Jules's Blitz.
Oh, this is an exciting position.
F pawn now in the lead with 4.5 out of 5.
Oh, knight h6 is a great move. Jules is on the ropes here.
Yeah,
Completely on the ropes.
big black attack.
He's got to give up the exchange, probably. Oh, rook g3. Yeah,
Hanging on for the moment.
yeah.
Rook f3 is coming.
Yeah, the white rook at a7 actually looks bad. It's funny.
Yeah.
Completely out of the game at a7.
And Lyndon Lee gets the win against Bryce Ye. This is the final position. Promotes with check. Right
Promoting with a check is a good thing.
there. Isn't that
Ooh.
awesome to promote with check? Yeah.
Wow. Nice. No.
Back to this
Mate.
game.
And Elliott's still in the lead. Oh,
No,
like,
Lyndon Lee and F pawn have.
oh, so those aren't automatically updating scores.
Oh,
on the
let
bottom.
me get to that actually, because I think I have to. There, let's see if it updates now.
Akko is a strong player. His mom was a chess coach. Did you know that?
Akko Hidari, is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
His mom was a chess coach in Iran,
Is that right?
Oh,
Huh.
or was a chess coach in Iran. Yeah, we found that out at Chess Cafe. Jules is getting murdered here.
well.
No one
what
wants
did you
that.
take a look? Well, maybe one, yes.
Just Akko's all over him here.
13 seconds.
Queen e1 check is killing.
And you know, rook a8's a move. Oh, there's a Jules move. Raid, check, win the queen. Queen a8 check, queen f8, rook a8.
Oh, wow. Jules is getting out by a miracle here.
Oops. Oh,
There's no justice in chess.
no. Oh, Jules.
Oh, and F pawn was saying that. Oh my gosh, look at that. I guess Akko Hidari was all over F pawn. He said Akko had a mouse slip that like affected.
Yeah,
his
I mean, this is a player that should be maybe a 2200 plus.
And Adve Bonsal gets this win over.
Maybe has
Glenn
some
Kaplan.
nerves. Somebody says Jules has done that to them about 50 times at the least.
Christian Clemens. And
Yeah.
Annika Rajaram takes out Chess B on TikTok with the mate there. Think we're almost ready for round 6. Kevin Fong and Clarence Lehman are still doing battle over here.
I'm gonna go grab a coffee.
Yep. And there's
So these
no.
rounds come so quickly.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna be headed into round 6, the halfway point, uh, soon enough here. I believe this might be the last game going. Yep, that should be it. Nice win by Kevin Fong, Chess Appeals, heading into round number 6. Let's see the matchups at the top. Here we go. Elliott Winslow's playing Michael Wang. Lyndon Lee against F-Pawn. Juan Sendejas against Adve Bonsol. Dimitri Weintraub against Cal McCarty-Sneed. Austin Mai against Jules Jelinek. That'll be a fun one to follow. But let's go to what is our board 1. F-Pawn and Lyndon Lee. Judith is smiling in the chat right now. So, how's the back room? How's the kids tournament? All good? Got a lot of chess here on Sunday. Round 6 is on. Let me see if I can update the scoreboard. Let me do that. There is the updated scoreboard. Lyndon Lee and F-Pawn are in the lead at 4.5, and they are playing each other this round. And we have a few players at 4, including Adve Bonsol, Elliott Winslow, Michael Wang, and Juan Sendejas at 4. Hey there. Got Stormy. Imagine being good at chess. Who are you, Stormy? Storm.
I imagine what it would be like being good at chess too, you know?
I stopped trying to imagine that. Well, what do we think here?
I like this opening for Black and Blitz because it's easier for Black to play. You have a solid setup with those 4 kingside pawns.
What did this come out of a Caro-Kann?
Yeah.
And anyone that is watching, if you haven't done so already, just go to the bottom of the chessboard there, click that purple follow, and you will follow whenever the Mechanics Institute is running the broadcast, whether it be one of our team club matches, our Tuesday night marathon, some of our other bigger events. Just click that follow, and you will be made aware when we are up and running.
I don't like F-Pawn's game anymore.
Yeah, it's 3 pawns for the piece, but those bishops look like they have potential.
Let's go to Jules Jelinek and Austin Mai. This has to be a fireworks game. These are 2 players that just start launching the pieces at each other. And as we'll keep an eye on this one, Juan Sendejas, who is tied for second place here, playing white against Adve Bonsol. And Storm saying in the chat, he or she launches pieces at their opponent, but the pieces are hanging. Which
I've noticed it.
Is a problem.
Yeah, it's easy to do. Don't worry, we all do it.
That's for sure.
But it's good to be an attacking player. So, well, Molokai 818. That was actually Paul Whitehead teaches chess and not Jay Whitehead, but that's okay.
And
That was a computer program from like way back. A friend of mine here in San Francisco made it.
wow, look.
Commodore 64 or something
Oh
like
my
that.
goodness, I remember that Commodore 64.
Oh, here's our big game. And it should be good for the bishop.
Now, F pawn's putting up quite the resistance here.
If he can just get those two pass pawns to advance a square further.
3 more squares each. Bishop H4 check almost wins something.
Yeah, would have won a pawn.
And Bishop E3 check?
That wouldn't have won a pawn, but
But it would have
Wolf.
mated. It would have mated white.
Hasn't White just been relieved of a rook? Yep.
Yep.
ouch.
I think there was something that was kind of inevitable about that.
Nice win by Lyndon Lee over F pawn. Let's go to
Mhm.
this game here. Elliott Winslow against Michael Wang.
Oh, all those black pieces are pressuring the pawn on c4.
And Juan Sendejas goes down to Adve Bansal. And check out Jules Jelinek here, trying to march the pawns down the middle of the board against Austin Mai.
It should be good, but those if those bishops free things.
Yeah, this isn't one of those positions.
Ooh,
And
does that win? No. Queen D1, bishop guards C1. Bishop H6, a threat.
Yeah, he's trying to encourage black to play rook C2.
Well, Jules is happier to get those rooks off.
and,
Maybe white shouldn't have exchanged them.
and
No,
Cal McCarty Sneed gets the win against Dmitry Ventrub. Fantastic win for him. Another point, having a great blitz.
so he's bounced back after the one loss to F pawn.
Look at this. Jules is trading queens. This is a really powerful play by him.
And then King F7 to prevent Bishop E6.
No, bishop takes F2 maybe would be good too, but King F7 looks better somehow. White's in trouble, I think.
Pawn's coming up.
If there was one blitz player that was going to put Austin Mai in time trouble, it would probably be Jules Jelinek.
Yeah, for sure. Jules has got an attractive style. He forces you to solve problems, always. He's good at and that's black is winning here. Could have played bishop takes F2, would have just finished it.
Oh, what was that move?
Oh,
Yeah, Jules is losing the thread here. Maybe. Oh, what? Oh, resign.
Nice mate by Jules Jelinek. Back to Elliott and Michael Wang. They're still throwing pieces around here.
So what is the
Lyndon Lee is sole
in
first
clear
place,
first?
5.5
Yeah.
out of 6. Yep, 5.5 out of 6. Adve Bonsol, 5 out of 6. Lots of chess left.
Yeah, this is incredibly exciting here.
But now we're going to pass the halfway point. We're going to head into round 7. Next.
And we have Infinity Point in first place. I think this reminds me of a game of Carlsen's. I think this is winning for White.
Yes, well, the pawn gotten to a6. That's helped, but not easy.
Not easy.
Yeah, it's hard to play.
If
a
White
rook
can
and
put his king on,
Uh-oh.
if White can put his king on a7, there's an easy win from there. I seem to remember from a Carlsen game.
Oh, well, take the pawn.
Isn't this
Um,
draw?
Rook down. Okay, found the draw.
Yeah.
Wow.
And game
Wow.
is drawn. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And here we go, round 7. We have the two players on top. Jules Jelinek is playing F-Pawn. Michael Wang against Cal McCarty-Sneed. Bryce Ye against Elliott Winslow. Adam Mercado against Glenn Kaplan. Dmitry Weintraub against Juan Sendejas. So let's go to F-Pawn and Jules Jelinek. We got to stay on that one because that's got to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just screams of fun right there.
And look at Juan playing this kind of, what gambit was that?
I think it's called the Crazy Gambit.
Yeah,
This one right
interesting.
This is called Street Chess Special or something.
Street chess. Yeah.
Well, he threatened Nathan one, but knight e4 stopped it.
Now we got to see what happens at his opening, right?
Yeah, Juan, go. I like this. I like his spirit here.
All right, we'll keep an eye on
This is
that.
an interesting opening in some way. Trappy.
Yeah, looking to catch you by surprise with those. Oh, let me put the.
Oh, this is a classic matchup, Nick. F-Pawn versus Jules.
Yes.
I mean, this is something we should all be paying good money to watch. This is
The players will
you
be
know.
billed their $9.99 pay-per-view for this match.
great idea.
What would Jules has some interesting ideas here? Knight b5 or something. It's a crazy position.
Yeah, unbalanced. He's good in unbalanced positions.
Yes. He likes whatever's not normal.
Right.
F-Pawn plays classical chess. You can always tell which of those players is which. Like, look, F-Pawn's got pieces in the center, developed, castled. And Jules with, of course, his pawn to b4.
And
right.
and
Eccentrically placed pieces.
And Paul, when I was a Scholastic player back in like the mid 1980s, I used to see your brother all the time playing tournaments in the South Bay, playing Lyra and
Right.
some of the other tournaments.
When was that? In the late 70s, you said?
Mid 1980s.
Mid 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother was still an active player back then. I was not.
And he was an international master.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a dubious distinction that you told me about, and then later John Donaldson quizzed me about, and I happen to know the answer. I think he was a little bit surprised. You want to tell us about that in terms of the only American player to finish ahead of Garry Kasparov, right?
That's
tournament?
right. That's right. The World Cadet Championship, which was, I guess, 14 and under or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what the age.
Might have been 16, but yeah.
Age breakdown was. The tournament, it was held in France, Consemeur, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And first place was the Icelandic player Arnason, who went on to become a grandmaster. Second place was my brother, Jay, and third place was Kasparov. And so my brother is the only American player ever to finish ahead of Kasparov back in the day, in the regular. Now I think Caruana's finished ahead of him, right?
And Mike Walder's in the chat saying that Tal once said the two most talented American players were Larry Christensen and Jay Whitehead.
Wow. I'd like to see where that quote comes from. That's fantastic.
And Molokai 818's in the chat said, any of you played Charles Bagby?
No, but I remember Charles Bagby from the Mechanics Institute. He was a trustee, and he was an elderly gentleman when I first joined the club. And I remember he was, he's just one of those. I was a young kid, and there was this old guy, very well dressed, and clearly of some importance. Hanging out at the club or coming in and so he probably had some words to say to me like, "Shut up, kid, you're bothering me." So yes, I met him but didn't play him.
And Mike Walder saying that Jay told him about what Tal said. And Bryce Ye beats Elliott Winslow, and I'm guessing it's because the Black Queen is trapped there, and you'll see the position shortly. Yeah. And Infinity Point does it again, gets a win against Adve Bonsol here, winning the rook, as you can see with F3 check. So nice shot. Lyndon Lee on a tear. Back to the...
White was in trouble, though, anyway.
That's
a nice
Jules Jelinek F-Pawn match.
Yeah, this classic. Absolute classic.
But Jelinek at under 20 seconds.
Oh, it's looking good for F-Pawn.
F-Pawn's got a nice little attack here.
Rook coming to help out. Jules is getting his rooks there, but
now the thing about Jules is sometimes it looks like he's enjoying being attacked. He's the only player I know like that.
Or maybe Rui, who loves to counterpunch.
Yeah.
Kind of rope-a-doping. And
now Black's got H5, H4 coming up. This is just so thematic.
Well, hard to find the breakthrough.
H5, H4, I thought.
Maybe Rook H1.
And
now E6 is attacked, so
Well, then rook f3. So h5. Let's go.
Oh,
Ouch.
you
Ouch.
cannot capture that piece, or you'll hang the queen.
Mm.
Decided by a blunder.
Yeah. Jules's desire to be active can often backfire and get him into trouble.
And here's Adam Mercado playing black against Glenn Kaplan. And Glenn
What is
Kaplan,
happening? The pawn is queening.
yep, gets the win. How many more games left in the round here? Frank James Marshall against Rohan Rajaram, but Rohan's got that.
Infinity Point is a full point ahead now, Nick, at the more than
Yeah.
halfway mark.
Yep.
And who does he still need to play?
Yeah, good question. Let's. Who's left on the list?
As Dr. Banner fading is in the stretch here.
Dr. Banner just lost to Michael Wang. Christian Clemens looks like he'll pick up the win against Michael Ho.
Easily.
And let's see who else is left here. Yeah, okay, that's going to end soon. Adichie's game's going to end soon. Yep. So the game should be wrapping up shortly when we'll start... we will start round 8 shortly. Infinity Point, a full point ahead of everyone. At 5.5 with 6.5. 5.5 is Michael Wang, Bryce Ye, and F Pawn at 5.5.
And what about Elliott? How's he doing?
He won quick, right? He got that win from the mouse slip.
Mm.
And so
that's
he's at 4.5. 4.5 out of 7.
I like winning with a mouse slip. You know, that takes the pressure off.
Oh my gosh. I remember that mouse slip in the final round at the US Amateur West. Okay, Infinity Point's playing Michael Wang now, so that'll be a tough game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll pull up several games. Keep an eye on the action. So let's keep it on 1 with Infinity Point. Lyndon Lee, brother to Alice Lee, National Master, taking on National Master Michael Wang.
By the way, if at some point Elliott plays Jules, we have to we have to follow that.
Absolutely. 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 I might just pair them manually just to watch it. We'll just
and then we can imagine the dialogue.
Go outside the rules. Yeah. We'll pair them a game in 1+1.
They have to have cameras on them.
They'll turn them off. They'll turn them off. And they'll say, "What are you going to do? Everyone wants to watch us." What do you think of this game for white so far? Black's looking like it's.
Yeah, it's very double-edged. White with that e5 pawn has attacking chances on the king side.
Black locked it up with c4, which is always not something I would have done, but
yeah, maybe knight b4. Oh,
Black has to be careful here.
That's radical.
Oof.
Does white win the e pawn?
Take back with the pawn, but yeah, Black is playing with fire here.
Ouch! Ouch! Okay, that's defense. But
Looks like there's threats all the way around here. Nice, Elliott. Christian dismembered him. A reference to his username, member. This is round 8 of 12. 8 of 12 with Lyndon Lee a full point ahead. But strong players right behind.
Michael Wang has kind of taken the bull by the horns here with his defense. I like it. There's something positive about the way that Black played this.
And now suddenly that bishop d6, that's become a good defender. e6 guarded for the moment.
Yeah, White should be better, but still, it's like
This is like really double-edged either way. I mean, you can't make no mistakes.
if I was White, I wouldn't necessarily be so happy with the way this turned out, but
yeah, Black seems solid on the king side for now. So.
Look at this game between Dmitry Weintraub playing Black against Adve Bonsel. Knights versus bishops.
Oh, those knights have great squares.
everybody listen up. When you hear a grandmaster say those great squares, that's...
Oh, wow, look at this. Going back to the this other game.
Oh, the sacrifice. Now, what's going on? You take, king takes, queen h5, check.
Followed by knight g6.
Yeah, it's not checkmate. I mean, maybe you win an exchange. You have to take that knight. No choice. As I say that, and he doesn't.
Yes,
can you do that move?
Black's going to have... yeah, that doesn't look right to me.
Exchange is an exchange.
Yeah, I would be... I think that this was a misevaluation here.
White could have had more, you're thinking? White could have had more.
Black could have had better. Should have taken that knight on h7, like Nick said.
This is a winning endgame for White.
Yeah. Yeah.
And quick look at Jules Jelinek playing Black here against Glenn Kaplan.
Rules in an end game. I always like to see his crazy middle games.
Yeah, this is difficult position to know what's going on here. Black, yeah.
Well, Michael Wang get any trick? Those pawns are advanced, knights.
Yeah, those knights are
centralized.
They can be tricky. You actually have to do a check. Really cheapo the guy.
Because of king f4, rook e4 mate, Maybe does Black have enough counterplay with c3 to draw this game?
It ought to be lost technically. It's but.
And now he's getting all tied up into knots after king e3. Oh, then he's got knight g2 check, huh?
How does he guard that pawn though? That's.
It's almost like he's got to put the knight on a. Huh.
On e2. That's okay. Well, I would have put the other knight, and then rook c2 wasn't possible.
Yeah, but now you just threatening to take that knight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
this has been messed up by Black, but he shouldn't have gone into the game.
Okay. No cheapos anymore.
Yeah, looks tough. Looks tough. Checking on Adve Bonsel and Dmitry Weintraub.
who's attacking who?
Yeah, White got out a little bit, but this is, I don't know. What was wrong with rook takes c3? I don't know.
Ooh, look at Adve.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, is there a mate? There's a perpetual. Rook g1, rook h3. Well, maybe not a perpetual. Bishop to h2. Check. Okay, you have to go. I think you have to go for the perpetual. H.
Yep, it looks like that's what's going to happen. And there it is. Look at this endgame between Elliott, Winslow, and... Oh, yeah. This is totally won. Back to Jules.
This just means infinity point is going further and further ahead.
Wow, it's a great result.
But Michael Wang trying to put up a little... Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Jelinek should be able to bring this home.
One color rook pawn. Knight takes g4 may be a threat here. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And
look at
done!
That. White, yeah. Amazing.
Just, can you get to the...
No, we wrote.
Oh, wrong way. Careful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you went the wrong way. You need to go to f8.
Tough one there.
Oh.
Huh.
Almost like his own pawn sort of got in the way of him, right? And Jules gets it done. Clarence Lehman against Stuart Katz, but Clarence has just won. Onward to round 9.
Has Jules played Infinity Point?
Not sure. Let's see what the pairings are for round 9.
Because we're going to have to count on Jules.
Here it is. Jules against Infinity Point.
All right.
Michael Wang against F-Pawn.
The chance to confuse Infinity Point.
We're gonna try to confuse Infinity. Infinity plays A5, B4, and A5 were the first moves.
Okay, great. This is right up in Jules' territory. Here we go.
7.5 out of 8 for Infinity Point. A 1.5 ahead of Brycier and F-Pawn.
Well, at this point, I wouldn't want to have anybody playing the guy except for Jules. I mean, Jules is...
Wow. Jules plays B4, and Infinity Point responds with A5.
Yeah.
Now, don't you say you're not supposed to move those wing pawns in the opening?
Holy cow.
This has been played... Jules has played this stuff like 1,000 times.
F-Pawn gets the quick win against Michael Wang. He hung a piece. And
Black has, of course, got a great game here.
Hung a piece, it looks like, and more.
Wow.
So
quick one.
Quick win. Quick win. Here we go.
Whoa, falling apart. F-Pawn. Whoa. Sometimes it's hard to know what's in your mind or in the other players' minds. Jules is keeping it real here.
Yeah, this is we're going to stay on this game here. The top board, and we're in round 9 of the Shutt Brandwein J. Whitehead Memorial. Hey, guys, I got a question. I know Steve Brandwein was such a strong player, and we hear a lot of people. We had Sunil Weeramantri on with us talking about how strong a Blitz player he was, and he would take Bobby Fischer some games in Blitz. But it seemed like he wasn't so much into tournament chess, just loved playing chess. And there's a lot of players that are like really good at chess that they're not interested in tournament chess. They're just interested in playing good chess. What do you think is that mindset where you can be so good, where you could be one of the best players in the country, but you're not into playing tournament chess? Like, what's involved in that mindset?
Well, I mean, he quit playing before my time, way before. I mean, I think he quit playing in the late 60s, and so 1960s. So,
Because even F-Pon's in the chat saying he doesn't even think he even took even a half point off of Steve Brandwein. But like,
yeah, Steve was just a fast player. He knew a lot of theory. He took a great interest in chess. So he was always up on the games that were being played. He knew a lot of strong players and had played a lot of strong players like Bobby Fischer. And his real strength probably at Blitz was like 2,500 or something like that, and or maybe on a good day even better than that. So he just didn't have the temperament to play slow games anymore.
okay, yeah, that could be it.
Like playing Blitz, chess was part of a way that he used to make a living too. He had a reputation as a hustler.
And so said Sunil also.
Yeah, Steve the chess hustler.
Well, it's a very honest type of hustling, though. It was more like his opponents would get lessons.
Yeah, that's exactly true. Yeah, and there was a famous lesson that Steve gave at the club, I remember, and in other places where he would tell somebody to stare at an empty board for an hour.
Just to get board awareness, right?
Yeah.
Get awareness of the board. What do you think of this going on here?
I think Jules is playing tough here. He's up the exchange for pawn, and Black is probably under some pressure.
Oh, those rooks are coming in. You called it. You said the only one who can take him down is Jules.
Well, Black might have put it. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, these white rooks are really nice, huh? Rook B7, something.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a serious attack on the.
Jules's issue though is patience, and
he's got 50 seconds. So.
Oh, look at this! Rook D1's coming. That pin on the C file. We may be witnessing it.
Yeah, Rook C8 was not a good move.
And that's pinned.
You're going to have to do something crazy like 98 or something here, right?
At 98, we have 95
yeah,
and another one.
There's no... Too much pins.
Bishop takes G3. Maybe you just take back on G3.
F-pawn. Hey, Andy Lee's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Any sense of when the MI might be reopening for in-person chess? I can tell you that myself, Judith, Nick, and Paul cannot wait to get back in. We're foaming at the mouth to get back in. The Board of Trustees and the ED make the call, and they're monitoring all the rules with San Francisco County and all of that stuff. Heavily, Andy Lee says he's heavily vaccinated. You get like 4 doses of the thing, or what, or 2 doses of the Johnson. But not as
Jelinek is just taking it to him.
But we are in conversation with our ED on when we can. So we're having discussions on the protocols and what we need to do. And Mechanics is actually committed to opening. They just want to make sure that everything is good from the legal standpoint in doing that. So hopefully very soon. But as soon as Mechanics can open, we're going to hit the ground running and do it right away. San Jose Chess Club, they have an over-the-board May 22nd to the 23rd. I'm registered to play in that. So that doesn't mean anything to anyone, I'm sure, except free points for those in the under 2000 section. But we look forward to that. And we're hoping everything happens according to plan for... Oh, there we got the exchange of queens. So it looks like Jules Jelinek will be the one stopping the Infinity Point train, at least for the moment.
Well, Jules, we are proud of you.
Yes.
We knew you could do it.
And we figured if there was going to be a player to do it, it was going to be Jules, who used B4 to get it done. And look at that. We're going to have like Zugzwang. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Jules is enjoying himself now. I can tell you that.
Very nice. He's built up a lot of time.
Rook F7 was possible. It wasn't stalemate.
There we go. Checkmate. Fantastic job by Jules Jelinek.
Yeah.
And now
he gets to do it again.
And Infinity Point at 7.5, still in first, but now Bryce Ye and F Pawn are at 7. Jules at 6.5 with Elliott Winslow. One game left in the round here, round 9, and it looks like Christian Clemens is going to get the win here. So
round 9 from outer space.
Round 10. Let's go, round 10. Who do we have? Infinity Point against Elliott Winslow. F-Pawn, Christian Clemens. Jules Jelinek against Bryce. Adam Mercado, Michael Wang.
Oh, this is great. Elliott's got a shot at him now.
So here we go.
So Jules must have lost one of those games to Infinity Point. I guess I missed that somehow.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's right. They're not playing the same player twice.
Oh, no. Yeah. Andy Lee, 12 rounds would melt your brain. Yeah, it's a lot of rounds. It's actually... it feels tiring just like watching these games, much less having to be the one playing 12 rounds against the kind of opposition that's in here.
I think we might start to see blunders in these last couple of rounds.
Yeah, and
We can only hope.
that wouldn't at all be surprising. Here's F-Pawn against Christian Clemens.
Christian Clemens has been playing really well.
He has been playing well recently. And here is Jules Jelinek playing white against Bryce Ye. This will actually be a good match to follow. And
Jelinek,
yeah,
got it in him.
and San Jose Chess Club. It is only because I know you guys really well, and only because one of you, Abi, was a student of mine and our club that I started many years ago, that I'm going to be a little loose with the rules in you promoting other events on the Mechanics Twitch feed. And because I'm registered to play in it, and Reika's TDing it.
Molokai 818. Did you ever go to Lone Pine?
The Lone Pine tournaments.
The Lone Pine tournaments.
A lot of nostalgic tournaments. The Lone Pine, the... What was the one? The winery?
Oh, Parmesan.
Paul
Yeah.
Masson. I drove by that, like I said, about 6 months ago.
Oh, up in Saratoga?
In Saratoga, yeah.
The vineyards are still there?
Still there, yeah, still there. Back to Elliott and Infinity Point. Lyndon Lee is Infinity Point. National Master.
Lyndon's probably mad after that game against Jules.
And that's the thing, you know, is this a player that can avoid feeling like going on tilt? And in the chat, they're saying they changed the name to something else. If they change the name to something else, at least on the gate, it still says Paul Masson. So it may state, it still says Paul Masson like on the gate, but professionally they may have changed the name to something else.
I think Elliott's got a nice game here. I mean, he's got that E5 square.
Just got to plant a knight there. Or something.
Is that Elliott's knight, when it went wandering a bit to the
Went
side,
the wrong way.
The horse started walking away from the family over there.
There was a soccer player in England that was called like wrong way Corrigan or something, because he would get the ball and then he would always run the wrong way, you know, and try to score his own goal. So I'm wondering if chess players are like that too.
Oh, Elliott's low on time.
Yeah, it's like knight a4 just messed up his whole game.
Yes.
Gave
That is
One knight on the A file, the other on the H file.
Infinity
yeah,
Point.
bishop f3 and g4 and f3 or something like that.
Mike's bishop f3.
Oh, what's wrong with Elliott's game now?
Maybe it's getting better. Maybe it wasn't so bad.
Well, no, pawn to c6. Just if it's solid for black.
Well, you just got rid of that awful knight.
Yeah, I think white should have switched over to the A file with the rook and put it under pressure, maybe. He's doing it now, but now black's got knight b6. Very strange, very strange.
And f-pawn defeats Christian Clemens. So he stays on par. F-pawn in the lead now, 8 out of 10.
Well, Elliott has to play quickly. Got a good position, but
Elliott is making up some, not making up time, but
he's making it up as he goes along. Is that what you're saying?
He's making it up as he's making the story of his moves as he goes.
knight comes to f5.
Wow, this is getting intense here.
Yeah. Oh, queen takes e4? Oh, then queen f6. I'm probably lagging here.
Yeah, you lag, Paul.
I'm lagging. Sorry, folks.
Making a comeback.
This
Trade.
very tense, good for black, but so tricky with little time. Yeah, it's just so important to have time in this situation.
Yeah, it's important to have time, especially in
Yeah,
Blitz.
especially when there's a blitz. I was wondering why they were blitzing the moves out. No, I know.
This will be tough. Tough, tough.
Not so easy for White though, huh?
Oh, I mean, it's
Now Queen C4 maybe, or maybe Black should try to trade queens. I don't know.
5 seconds
oh,
for Elliott.
check on H5 hurts. Okay, run away. But knight F5 anyway. Ouch,
And he
ouch.
flags.
That's
Elliott
it.
flags. Yep. Jules Jelinek and Bryce Ye here. Jules
Twist and squeeze.
twisting and squeezing right now. He is twisting and squeezing right now.
I love the white king coming up.
Oh!
Check, trade the queens, yes. Should be winning.
There's no crazy theoretical draw here.
Try F6 check. Oh, and that's a draw. He,
Nice
Jules,
move, F6, Jules.
oh, well, Jules allowed it.
Oh, that's right, Jules is white.
Jules was winning, but yeah, just a little too quick.
Draw. Wow. Wow. 2 more games going on. Here's one of them. Michael Ho and Adve Bonsal. Adve is white. Oops.
Nice play by Black side in that other game.
So Infinity Point is 8.5, still in the lead. 8.5 out of 10. F Pawn at 8 out of 10. And Bryce at 7.5. And Jules at 7. Those are the leaders.
Elliott, you let us down. King G5 F6 mate.
Yep, F's.
I think I caught up with the lag a little bit.
Catching up, Paul.
Maybe this is a draw because of the poor white rook, huh? No.
Well, it should be winning with the 2 extra pawns.
Yeah.
Seconds left for both players.
Jules is coming up. He's in clear 4th place. Look at that.
Yep. Yep. 2 more rounds to go after this. Round 11 will be starting shortly, probably as soon as this game's done.
Yeah. This is not good. There's always
good technique.
There's always the hope of a flag, right?
And I got the king stuck in the back.
Go. F5, and that should be it.
Nice technique by Adve. Gets the wind, and I think we are advancing onward to round 11.
Wow.
Round
I can't
11.
believe this thing is coming to an end.
Austin Mai against Infinity Point. Dimitri Weintraub against F-Pawn. Michael Wang against Bryce. Adve Bonsal against Jules Jelinek. Elliott Winslow against Annika Rajaram. Here we go.
You should be wanting to play the 2400 player.
That's right. That's how you win.
You got to get through the top dogs. You got to play the big
You
dogs.
gotta be the big dog. Yeah, the big dog. And if there's any player that can get to Linden style, it definitely would be Austin. Austin plays crazy blitz and fast and plays well.
Yeah, and he's got a great game right here. White's a little better here. But
That's right, Mike Wall. You want to be at 2400, you gotta play them and beat them. Play and beat them. Hey, what happened, you San Jose Chess Club people? You're like hitting up the chat, promoting your tournament, which I'm playing. How come you guys aren't playing this? Pranav Sairam and Abi Panagalapati.
Bishop D2 is a weird move.
Where the heck are you guys?
This White's trying to avoid the dark square trade, bishop trade, but the cost is probably too much.
You joined late, San Jose Chess. Okay. Which
So
one?
Abel, who is the player furthest distance who's playing the tournament?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Whoops. Let me.
Minnesota.
Minnesota? It might be Lyndon Lee, maybe. No, we have some Pennsylvania. We have a couple players from Pennsylvania. All right, and we had someone follow us. Chess B on TikTok.
Knight G5 is a good move. White needs to take it, I think.
I think we do have a couple players from New York. I don't know that they're with the Marshall Chess Club specifically, but I think we do have a couple from New York, Pennsylvania, Minnesota.
Just take and play Bishop B3 and call it an equal game.
And we have some players also,
Probably.
some Scholastic players that played the U.S. Junior Congress. So let me check in on Adve Bonsal and Jules Jelinek. Jules playing black here.
Twist and squeeze.
Because Adve at 6.5 points, Jules at 7.
But Jules has got an interesting game here.
Steve Shutt,
Black looks like he's doing good.
game from the class. And the memorial
Actually, it's
for
not
Ray Shutt.
Shutt.
Yeah.
It's Ray Shutt.
Memorial for Ray Shutt.
There might be a Steve Shutt. I don't know.
There is.
Okay.
Yep.
But not related to Rachel, I think.
Oh yeah, that I'm not sure of. Right.
Yes, I mean, Steve Shutt used to play a lot of tournaments around the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Well, this looks dynamically balanced or something. Or maybe White's better. This Knight G4 is a nice move.
Hey,
Black has to play Knight H6.
let me go to the game on the top board. We see opposite colored bishops, but Austin looks like he's got a more active queen, and Austin had offered a draw that was declined by Infinity Point.
Well, the time difference is what is Black's only advantage here.
Yeah. And the chat, you knew Steve Shutt and heard of Ray Shutt.
Black's actually worse, I think, maybe here.
Yeah, trade on B5. Oh, okay,
And play
Queen
Queen
D6,
D5.
nice move.
Yeah, Queen T6 is a good move.
It could be opening the door this game for F-Pawn to catch up, and F-Pawn's in this game right here against Dmitry Weintraub. This is the position. F-Pawn up a pawn, but not the F-Pawn. All right, maybe up the F-Pawn.
Black is great here.
Yeah.
Although the A3 pawn is, the rook on F6 is sort of badly placed. Isn't that funny?
Strange move. Let him just take that pawn.
Wow, look, what is happening here?
Black is still better.
Oh,
Look
nice
What
shot.
a tactic. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
now he can only win the game.
Perfect.
Oh,
Nice.
he's going to win for
move.
sure because he's going to take on... yeah.
Well, white might go a couple of pawns up and black will still have a draw. It's possible.
All right.
But Austin going to be playing a little more confidence now.
Oh, yeah. 2 pawns ahead.
Oh, he should have gone pawn to G5.
Mm.
Now it's, he had a chance. Now it's tough.
Well, the king comes up.
Yeah, you lose the
No.
G pawns.
Yeah.
But he's doing it right. Just go for the queen side now.
Oh, yeah, try to make that pawn the pass B pawn. Or C4, C5. What's better here?
So I would have gone king C6. Or he should have. Yeah, he should have gone king C6, and he could have.
Yeah,
queen
why didn't he
F6
play
pawn.
king C6?
Right on time.
There we go.
He can still do it.
King C6. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, go take that A pawn. Bishop C4. Or,
Oh, yeah, it's hanging, yeah.
Bishop C6. Okay. King D5. Oh well. Now then A3. He's kind of screwed this up. They're just taken on E5. But he's going for it. Go for the
F.
Now he's got the E past E pawn.
Wow.
yeah, F4 2 pass pawns. That should do it. Now F4, F4, F4. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be tough.
You've had him, but now it's a draw. King D6 holds the line.
Well, I can still play E5 check, right?
It's Zugzwang.
Yeah, look at that.
Bishop G8, Zugzwang, and you get in E5.
Black may not be able to form a defense
oh,
here.
look at this.
Incredible.
That's it. Check and gin.
Wow.
Wow. Nice game. Nice. Why didn't he play?
Okay.
This is like they have seconds on their clock. We're like, hey, why didn't he see that move?
Yeah, I mean, this is just taking way too much time here.
And as Judith posts in the chat, Action Weekend coming up. Mechanics Institute Rapid and Blitz Championships. Click on that link and get in on the action of that. That is going to be June 12th through the 13th. One day will be one day will be the Rapid. The next day will be the Blitz. Click on that link and get the info. Save that weekend. Mechanics Institute Rapid and Blitz Championships, June 12th through the 13th. Fantastic win by Austin Mai against Infinity Point, which now propels F-Pawn to the sole lead heading into the final round. He leads with 9 out of 11. Infinity Point with 8.5.
Wow.
And here, do we still have games going?
Very, very dramatic. Both of them are a full point.
F-Pawn is taking on Austin Mai. Infinity Point playing Chess B on TikTok.
Wow.
Jules Jelinek against Michael Wang. Bryce against Dimitri, and Elliott Winslow against Adve. But the one to watch will be F-Pawn, because F-Pawn has his fate in his hands if he can get this win against Austin Mai.
Well, Austin is playing with confidence now.
So pretty much the two games we're going to follow are this one and then this one right here. Chess B on TikTok against Lyndon Lee. So let's stay focused on F-Pawn's game.
Yeah, this opening, I mean, this is...
So this is an end game here.
Yeah, what, with 2 pieces for a rook?
And how many pawns?
Yeah, and they went into this like, I mean, it must be book.
Yeah, but
If both players want to win, this is the way to do it. I mean, this must be book, right? They blitzed out the first moves.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess the theory would be that points-wise, Black has an advantage, but we're talking about 2 minor pieces here, right?
Yeah, and you know, there's the pawn, there's positional factors as well, which is always, you know, one of those kind of intangibles. But I really enjoy now seeing this kind of rook and pawn versus 2 minor pieces endings. Although in this case it's 2 pawns.
Well, now it's 1.
Now it's 1.
Knight d3 allowed him to win the e5 pawn.
Knight f4 is strong here, right?
Even better.
Yeah, because then otherwise rook e2.
Oh, your knight f4 was really good.
Dmitry Weintraub won his match against Bryce. I think Bryce blundered something. So Dmitry will finish with 7.5 out of 12. And we got the standings there on the bottom.
See, this is rook e2 is possible, which was not the case if he had played knight f4.
A little annoying, yes.
You can't dislodge the...
Ooh, rook d2. How you... Bishop c4. Actually go g5. Bishop d5. Wow, it's...
Everything's hanging by a thread now all of a sudden.
And look at Infinity Point's position against Chess B.
But F-Pawn's playing good chess.
Bishop g5, there's the queen.
Ah,
Out.
Ouch,
no.
it's right. Oh, it's got H2.
Yeah, look at these pawns storming down the line here.
On
Why
to
did
F4. Oh, God.
why did White put his queen on? They're all, or she put their queen on chess B on TikTok.
That's Alfonso Cheng. Did any of you know that name?
Chess B on TikTok. That name sounds familiar.
Has played at Mechanics.
Has played, right?
TNM like in 2018.
Yeah, yeah. Alfonso Chang. That name is definitely familiar.
Yep.
Because it's unusual, I think. For one reason.
Back to F-Pawn's game as we keep an eye on that. It looks like Infinity Point might be closing in on possibly a full point there.
I would say so. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Black's a little stymied here. This could be going F-Pawn's way.
F-Pawn now picking up pawns.
Yeah. He picked up the F-Pawn, Nick. He picked up the F-Pawn, so
that may foretell.
Yeah.
An omen.
Yeah, when you pick up a guy's F-Pawn, that's going to be... Well, it's still difficult. What's the way forward for White here, Nick?
With jumping real quick to the developments of this all-important game.
Oh.
Oh.
Point.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow, look at this.
Queen B1.
Infinity Point is going to pick up the win here, it looks like.
Okay. Maybe pick up 3 points on this game.
Good thing we don't have the equivalent of a 3-point shot in chess anyway. This game is over. Infinity Point will get the win.
Queen D1 is a great try, though.
Yeah.
You're right.
Queen D1 was a brilliant move.
Stalemate. All right.
Yeah.
So F-Pawn needs to win in order to win the tournament. Needs a draw to tie.
Okay, well, he's got flying chances, but
Powerful rook, huh?
and he could even lose. Anything could happen. 3 results are possible.
3 results. Yeah, this has got classic endgame written all over it here. Maybe Black is better. Although F6 is a threat now. If you give this guy an F-pawn, anything can happen.
Right. Do we go knight F4, just try to run that F-pawn?
As long as we're talking F-pawns, anything goes here.
He may make a draw.
I mean, the knight's sitting on C5. Where can Black go after that? Push the H-pawn.
Now, the only thing is that F-Pawn's got a lead in time. We'll see if that factors in. They agree it's a draw by repetition. Wow. So it looks like Lyndon Lee from Minnesota and F-Pawn are going to share first with 9.5 out of 12.
Well deserved.
And the
I think they played the best chess.
And Austin Mai currently is in third with 8 out of 12, but there's still other games going. So let's take a look. We have Jules Jelinek here against Michael Wang. And thank you for
Elliott
the follow.
can actually get into the winner's circle, right?
I believe so, because he's playing Adve. Elliott's winning that game. He's going to win that game. So he may very well. And Jules.
Twist and squeeze. Playing some strong chess here. Why did he trade queens? He could have taken on B6. Still winning, obviously.
And
but
thank you, people, for the follow.
Oh, that's right.
Jules Jelinek gets it done. Here's Elliott Winslow. Infinity Point, thanks for the follow and congratulations. Congrats, Infinity Point.
Some good chess being played here.
And that is the tournament, and you see it right there.
Elliott, fantastic.
8.5 points with that last round win against Adve Bonsol. Elliott Winslow, 8.5 out of 12. The only player with 8.5.
Wow, congratulations to everybody.
So congrats, Elliott, F-Pawn. Nice comeback. And
Elliott clear second or clear third.
Clear third. And then tied for fourth are Jules Jelinek and Austin Mai with 8 out of 12.
Wow, those two played great chess also.
Fantastic. Yeah. And great games. Fantastic chess.
Really.
And thank you everyone for coming out. I mean, this is a free event, but an important event, and it was fun on the broadcast. Talk a little bit about Ray Shutt and Steve Brandwein and Jay Whitehead. And yeah, it's a nice way. You won. Did you win anything? You got a little more of my respect for the third place finish. So you get that. So if we were live at Mechanics, we'd invite you into the office and have you pick a book.
Rough you up.
Take you into the back office. So everyone, thank you for being a part of this event, being a part of the tournament. It was fun for us to call it and watch the games, and we hope Mechanics will be open very, very soon. Hopefully in the next month or two, at least for events. I know even though the chess room may not be open for our daily, we're open daily. We are planning to open for events very soon, so we'll have more on that. Thanks to Judith for handling all the stuff in the back room. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. She's taking care of it. And thank you to all the players for all the interactivity in the chat. All the interactivity in the chat and the broadcast sort of helps kind of breathe some life and soul into everything we do. So it's a lot of fun for us to do this and be a part of it. So
the Mechanics Institute Chess Club lives through these online events.
Yeah, and it lives through the people. We wouldn't be able to do it without the connection with all the people. So thank you, everyone. And before we sign off, let's see who we can throw our support to and raid. We always love our friends at Chess Dojo, or let's see if Grandmaster Christian Kurilla, if he's doing anything. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing too many people doing anything, so I think we're just gonna sign off. And thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you for being a part of the Mechanics Institute. Check out our action weekend in June, the Mechanics Institute Blitz and Rapid Championship. We'll be covering that event for sure. And check out our Tuesday night marathon. Our Tuesday and Thursday night marathons are going to be off this week. So we'll probably run, maybe we'll do a free Blitz event that will run on Tuesday night. So anybody can join, just sign up and join. And then the Tuesday night marathon begins the following Tuesday in May. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye everyone.
Find Ben Gold.
No.